So maybe you've started creating NFTs on Wax, but you have questions. You want to know some advanced things like how can I use an MP4 instead of just a GIF or maybe a JPEG? Or maybe you want to upload additional images for a back image for your NFT. Or perhaps you're even looking to do something like card packs or rips, right? Pack rips. How do you do those things? I'm going to answer some of these advanced questions and show you exactly how to get these things done in today's tutorial. Are you ready? So friends, thanks again for joining me. So today we're talking all about advanced NFT techniques, and we're going to focus mainly here on IPFS and some of the questions you've had that I've been getting over and over again in chat. And I want to be able to put together this tutorial that just makes it really simple and lays it all out here. In particular, how to upload an MP4, how to get past those 2 MB file upload limits, how to upload a back image for your NFT, and a couple of other questions that people are curious about here. So before we get into all that though, if you're not already part of my community of stashers, you don't need a mustache to join, but you do need to love learning about NFTs and crypto with the community, and you can sign up in my Telegram link there below. Would love to have you guys in the group. So let's go take a look at how we're going to do this, because this takes a combination of working with AtomicHub and also with IPFS, which is the Interplanetary File System. It's a decentralized file storage system, and it's what I would always recommend you upload your NFTs to. AtomicHub runs off of IPFS, but they do have limitations, right? You can only upload 2 MB files. So this is a way to show you how to get past that, to upload MP4s, and to also upload additional images for things like the back of your card or NFT. So here we are on AtomicHub, and this is the creator page, right? The NFT creator page. If you've already followed my previous video on how to make NFTs for beginners here on Wax, then you probably already have all this set up. If you haven't watched that video, definitely make sure to go check that out, and it'll give you all the details you need to get to this point already. But we're here now, and so we're going to talk a little about this. The first thing we want to look at is how we set up our schema, right? So if you guys understand, schemas are ways to create kind of groups of NFTs, and then we create a template for each NFT we're going to mint, and then we mint them. So in particular, in this case, we're going to be looking at the collab stash, schema and the attributes here, just so we can kind of go over some of these things and so you guys can see what they mean. So basic ones, you always have your name and image, right? So they're text and image files. I've also added another text file, text field for collaborators and a text field for a description, as well as rarity. Now another thing that you see down here is also additional images. So I put a back image here if I'd like, or any other image, right, that I can put here. And so you can see that when you can add a new attribute at this point if you'd like, and do extra things if I wanted to add more to the schema, but I don't really need to. I feel like I have everything I need at this point. So you can see I've already minted quite a few on this. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to create a brand new template today, and we're going to show you how to upload and get this all going. So right now we're starting off with a blank template, and we have no image here. We haven't set any of the supplies or any of the rest of the information here. And the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is to upload an MP4 using Pinata. Okay, so here we are at Pinata Cloud. This is an IPF based website where you can upload your files, and you can do it for free, which is actually pretty cool. They give you 1 gigabyte of storage space, which is far more than most people are going to need when they're creating NFTs. So this is a pretty straightforward process, and so you can see I've already uploaded quite a few files here, and I barely used any of my space. And so one of the first things that I want to answer here is people say, well, how do you upload an MP4? How can you add MP4 to your NFT? Well, the thing is with AtomicHub is they don't actually allow you to use an MP4 as the main image. So when we talk about the main image, that's this main attribute right here, or the default IMG attribute, right? But you can add MP4s in additional slots outside of that image attribute, and they will show on the actual end, when you are uploading everything. And so even if you put extra images here, those are not going to show as a preview, but once you upload it and it's there, it will definitely show as an additional image underneath your main image. So you still do need to use a JPEG, or if you're trying to do some sort of animation, you want to export it as a GIF, and that way it's going to be able to get your animation in there too. but you know, you'll have to be if your main file isn't in MP4, maybe you want to make a representational, you know, GIF or just static image for that as the main image attribute. So let's go upload here to Pinata, and I'll show you guys. And I'm going to upload some extra things here. So we talked about, okay, well, what about adding a back image or extra images, right? Or MP4. This is how you would essentially do that. So you go ahead, you hit upload, go to file, and click upload here. Find the file on your computer. And so we're going to go ahead and find that here. And so the back image I'm adding is a basic image for the Secret Agent Stash show, and so we're going to go ahead and upload that here. So now you can see I've uploaded that. Here is my image. It's just a JPEG. I'm not doing an MP4 in particular for this one, but the process is exactly the same, just uploading MP4. And then you're going to go ahead and copy the hash. So this is the important part, it's the hash. So we've copied that, and we're going to come back here, and we're going to drop that down here in the bottom under additional images. So you see it doesn't show because obviously, you know, we haven't uploaded it here through this interface, and so we're going to upload our main image, which is a GIF, and it had with an animation. And so we're going to get that in here first. And there's the little guy, right? Pretty cute, right? We're going to put our supply in. We're just doing 100 of these, and that is the max supply on these guys. And then we're going to put in our other attributes, so like our name. We're going to stick that in here, and then we're going to grab the collaborator. AJ Tunes is my buddy that I collaborate with on this, and then grab our description. There you go. Can't leave Secret Agent headquarters without my signature shades on. And then we're going to add the rarity here, which is the last bit of text information that you need to add. So as you can see, I have my additional image there, but it doesn't show as a preview. There are some limitations here to AtomicHub. So some of those, as you can see, are being hit here. You can't upload an MP4 as the main image, as this image right here. It does have a 2 megabyte file limit, so if you're doing a big long animation and it is a GIF, you can then come to Pinata, you can sign up here for free, and you can upload that larger than 2 megabyte file, and then it's the same process of just going and putting that hash here instead of actually using this little interface to upload. So you would just paste the hash in this one, and you know, you can put in a 10 megabyte file. It doesn't matter how big it is, as long as it can fit on your Pinata cloud. So one of the other questions I get, like I said, is how do you add the back image? How do you add an MP4? And how do you get past that 2 megabyte limit? And this has satisfied all of those needs here in particular. So now we can save this as a template that we have created. Just want to double check everything and make sure that your image is showing here before you go ahead and save your template, because if it doesn't show here, when you save that template, it is also not going to show in the template, and you won't be able to create an NFT from that template. So we're going to go ahead and save that and create the transaction here. And there we go, we're all done. We can go back here to our schema, and we can see our new template. Here it is right here. You can see it with our GIF, and we're actually going to go back in, and you can see this template and all the details, everything we put in, as well as our additional image. Now, once again, we're not going to be able to see that additional image until we mint this bad boy. So that's something you have to keep into consideration. So we've kind of created all those issues there that we've seen, and so a couple of questions that people have had here are, okay, Stash, well, what about things like making packs? So this is something I get a lot of times. Like I've seen where you can buy packs from these projects like Cogs or Blockchain Heroes or Bitcoin Origins or Our Planet, and then you get random things. How can I do that too? Well, the long and the short answer is, or the short of the answer is, really, you can't. Not right now. There's no self-help tool to do this, so it is something that you would need to develop your own smart contract for. So you need a developer for that, and they need to be able to set all these elements in the smart contract to do it for you. It is a bit of a complicated process, but I do know that several teams are working on some of these self-help tools to do packs, so that is something we definitely will see in the future. Now, another thing people have asked about is, what about unlockable content? Can I put something in there that's unlockable? Well, no, and that's the problem. Another issue that we kind of have here with AtomicHub is there are some limitations, and there's no way to put unlockable content on here, because everything that you're going to put as far as attributes for your schema, all of them are public. You can see all that information. So there's no way for you to put something in here that, you know, only the owner of that NFT can be able to actually see that information. But once again, that is a feature they know is important, and I know they're going to be bringing it to the platform here pretty soon. So hopefully this quick tutorial was enough to be able to get you past some of these questions you've had, so you can do a couple more advanced moves. You can get past that file upload limit. You can upload an MP4 that you're going to be able to use for a back image, or just a regular JPEG, anything you want to use as an additional image. And you can put as many additional images as you want. I've seen people use you know, things that were really great, like you know, embedding videos that, you know, go along with their NFTs, and also, you know, putting you know, card backs or more information about the artist on the back of the second image. So there's a lot you can actually do with what we have right now. And just remember, this is early. We're still here building these tools, and your feedback and your usage of this is only going to help to, you know, create a better place for creators to create the things they want to create. Did I say create enough there? I think so. Well, that's all we have for today, folks. Until next time, stash that crypto, friends.